Hello and welcome back to Love Laura Tarot. I realised I hadn't done a deck review in a while for you guys, so I thought I'd do a deck review today for a tarot deck that I used in my most recent reading. So this tarot deck is the Labyrinth tarot deck, and it is one of the best films ever made, in my opinion. But yeah, the Labyrinth is one of the greatest films. It's got David Bowie in it, and he plays the Goblin King. So I thought I'd have a wintry sort of winter, autumn sort of feeling reading for you. Kind of cozy with the lighting because it got very dark. So I've got my lamp on, I've got my candle going. So here is your review, tarot review for today. So this is the box. Let me see if you guys can see it in this video. Okay. This is the box. It is the illustrations are kind of like printed, like lino print sort of style one, very line cartoon sort of pictures. They're really nice. Like there are like a lot of decks that can't really pull it off, but I think this one does it. So this is the outside of the box. Got here. The art is by Thomas Hidjo, I think. It's by Titan Books. Now Titan Books have done some really amazing decks. The illustrations, they managed to capture all of the properties they've been using. I love the worm in it, he's so funny. And you've got all it really captures the film well in a tarot deck. Ludo. Words by Minerva Siegel. This is the back of the box. You've got a full description of the tarot deck and what's going to be in there. It gives you a sort of preview of the cards. Okay, that is the box, and again that's the front of the box with the Labyrinth name on it, and it's kind of embossed as well. You can kind of see it, but yeah, that's the outside of the box. And then if we go inside, so the inside of the box is a sort of wine, sort of reddy purple color. And then you've got the deck handbook here, which is kind of a thick sort of book. It's got everything in it you'd ever want. It's got the upright and reversed meanings. It's got like, it all ties into the actual film as well, which is really cool. So like when it talks about this one here is the dad. So it's the dad's the Emperor card, and it talks about him being Sarah's dad. It's great. It's a really good deck, and you can kind of see it if I bring you up. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't because the lighting is rubbish today, but you can kind of see the labyrinth sort of pattern here on the book pages. It's really quite cool. But that's the guidebook. Is very thick. It's got the like recommended readings in the back. It's got all the different ways of doing tarot readings, all the different explanations. It's really good sort of like guidebook to go with it. And you got the box itself. So you've got a red ribbon in it. You pull out like this. Gets the deck out. I'll show you that in a minute. Inside is the stripy print off of the little brother's pajamas. And then the box itself has got the labyrinth print that I was trying to show you on the guidebook. So that's sort of all the way around the outside. And then you got the stripy red print of the pajamas of the little brother. Toby. Okay, my chair's very squeaky. This is the actual deck itself. If you let me try and bring you a zoomed up version. That's the back of all the cards. I think it's quite a really cute sort of pattern. Okay, and then I'm trying to find a way I can show you. Hopefully down here it'll still be zoomed in. But these are the cards, so I'll go through them all and show you the cards. Let me put this over here. Okay, this is the cards. So you've got, I'll go try and find a comfortable position to go through it for you. But yeah, they're kind of a very good like paper quality as well. They got stuck together, and you see that's how they're kind of sticky cards in it because they're fairly new, but they're kind of a very firm cardstock. So here we go. Here are the cards. Okay, that is the cards in the tarot deck. This is one of the few decks that I've bought from like that are themed on movies or TV shows or like just characters in general, where every single one of the major arcana and the court cards has been so perfect and so right in terms of who they are relating to from the film that it's just incredible. Like, you know, like the demon. You've got the demon here, which is the oh gosh, the creatures that take off their heads and swap them and they try and take Sarah's head off. Couldn't have been, I couldn't imagine anyone else for this card. The chariot, you've got the little foxy squirrel on top of the dog where he, like, it's just, it all is so perfect. It just couldn't be any more perfect. The dancers instead of the lovers, it's just so, every card fits so well with what they are. Like, the only drawback would be like how you've got the feathers deck, the feathers suit, like the cards are like this where they're not really like any particular link to the film, but even that, they're really nice cards, and like the meanings in the book are so well written, like you couldn't imagine anything else for them. And they, in like, these have been so good in readings. They've helped us like clarify so many different like questions. They're just honestly a perfect deck to have. And like the imagery is great. Like, I was a bit dubious from the box. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like these, but honestly, the illustrations are like beautiful. Like, I love them. And do you know, if I had to pick one, I think if I had to pick a favorite card, it probably definitely, this is the one I was looking for. Is Ludo. He's my favorite character, and to have him as the hangman as well when he gets captured right when you first meet him upside down, couldn't imagine a more perfect character to have here. But he's my favorite because he's so cute. And yeah, and like, as I like, I didn't mention it, but this deck has the different suits are, and I love that. Like, the suits are the pots instead of the cups. You've got the, where is it? The junk instead of the coins. And you've got the poles instead of the wands. Let me see if I can find, oh, here, the King of Poles. Lost already. Let's find another one. You've got poles instead of wands. And then there is, what was the other one? Feathers instead of swords. So I think that's all of them then. Pots, poles, junk, and feathers. So the feathers instead of swords. And it all just fits in so perfectly. Like, I really, really love this deck. It's good. Like I said, the only drawback I've got at the minute is that it's hard to shuffle just because they're so new and they're so shiny that they kind of stick together at the minute. But that is just through not having used them a lot. But I really do love the pictures and the meanings written in the guidebook about the cards. Like this bit here, where from the scene where she's trying to find her way around the maze and the labyrinth, and the little creatures are picking up the tiles and flipping them every time she writes the arrow on it in her lipstick. Hilarious. All of it. They're just like the high priestess. It's just so good. They're so good. There's a card in here. I can't find it now, but there's the fate card, and it's just so well drawn. Like, honestly, the pictures on this are like amazing. The helping hands from the scene where the helping hands are helping Sarah when she falls down, but they couldn't have put that in like any better way to show you something. Like, oh, I love them. But if you can't tell already, yeah, I really like this deck. I think it's a really good one to use. I would recommend it. It's got great meanings in the guidebook. It's got everything you could want out of a deck that you, especially if you enjoy the film. So I'd recommend this, especially if you've got someone in your life who loves Labyrinth and they also like tarot cards. This would be the perfect one for them. It's such a good deck, and it's just a really nice everything. The box is great, the cards are great, the actual patterns on the cards great, the guidebook's great, everything about it is great. I don't think I could ask for more in such a nice deck. But yeah, amazing. I love it. And that's my review of this deck. So thank you for watching. Let me know any other decks you want me to do a review on next, because I've got loads. And if you see any of my other readings you want me to do a review on, let me know. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.